Hey there, part-timers. Once again, this is Anton from Anton Bay. Thank you guys for stopping by the collection room. Today we're taking a look at Sheena, Queen of the Jungle. This is a more modern series. This is Dynamite series, which I'm not normally into the big modern series is, but you know, Jungle Girls, Dynamite, 2017. So definitely something I was interested into. I was able to get them rather cheaply, and so I thought I'd just kind of run through them. A few of the covers had been done by J. Scott Campbell, whose work I do appreciate. But otherwise, this one was written by Margaret Bennett and Christina Trujillo. Story by, or art is by Moritat, I guess. Not familiar with. But I am fairly familiar with the character of Sheena. And this series I was able to pick up, and it came with the 0 issue. So I went ahead and snagged it. We'll see how it looks. I'm going to be upfront right away. I can tell, like, the modern art is not as good as I would like it to be. It's not what I want exactly. And maybe I blame the art. Maybe it's the coloring. But you'll notice how all of these books have a very muted, looks like you drew it and then just kind of smeared brown over top of all of it. That is not something I'm a giant fan of. And it does seem like that is something that Dynamite has seemed to do with a lot of their books for some reason. Instead of making them as colorful and bright as they could be, they have muted the tones a lot. And I think that that makes it a lot less fun. I think they're trying to make it feel more like dark and realistic. And I guess that does. But at the same time, it's a comic. I don't really want it to be dark and realistic. I like it colorful. I like it. I mean, look at some of the colors here and so some of the like cover art. It's so much brighter. It's so much more vibrant. It doesn't have that muted poop all over it that they want to put all over it. I picked this up this series again. It was also pretty cool. Awesome painted covers. And we're going to throw in a lot of ads at the end because it is a 0 issue. Some of the various cover arts. Yeah, the sneak peek cover there I like a lot better than all these others. Just look at the colors. Just look at how colorful that is. I like that so much better. And you know what? I had the same issue with issue number 1. I have 2 variations of it. Now, I love J. Scott Campbell's cover, but I like that better. Just look at the color. Vibrant, bright. And yet, when I open the book, I'm not going to see that. It's got that weird, almost like they filtered the whole thing through like a sepia app or something. And I know it's a thing modern comics try to do, but it is not something I am a fan of. You've got bright colored characters. It is a comic book. All the dark background. Why couldn't we have a vibrant green background? We are in a jungle. It is a jungle book. It sets your characters off. It looked more, honestly, it looked more realistic. It's kind of a minimalized background. And I hate to just complain about it, you know, all the way. And I'm not like upset with it, but completely, but I just see how much better it could have been. Look at some of these colors you're getting with greens. Put that color that you've got on her opposed to that. Things start to pop out at you as opposed to, it all looks like a dream sequence because it's all this one kind of mudded over color. You're getting like the occasional panel where they'll pop some color a little bit, but then they immediately drop it back. You know, it's like, why? Keep the color tone, guys. Make it fun. Like I said, I think it's less about the art. I think it's more about the coloring systems that they're using, or the programs, or whatever type of weird artistic design they're going for here. It just doesn't look as good. Apologize for the glare. See here, you're getting a little bit brighter stuff. It's not as bad. That's not terrible. But you'll see that the brightness there is not going to be the brightness on the next pages. It dulls it out again. All right, enough complaining about the color palette that I don't like. I really want to mention that this book does follow the exact same trope, which I have mentioned numerous times because I am a big fan of Jungle Girl titles, this one included. One of the tropes that I've noticed, and it's in like all of them, is you've got, wow, see, this is what the color could have looked like the whole book, and instead it looks like this. The trope is it's always a white woman in the jungle, always clad in some sort of weird animal skin, and almost always blonde, but not always. But the thing is, it's always a story that is she is either protecting the jungle or the desert, the people that live in the jungle, denizens of the jungle, from an invading outside world that she used to belong to. Like, it's coming from the white man's world. You know, I need to defend my home from the white man's world. Or the Western world breaks into her world that she's currently living, and she's got to protect them from the harsh realities of the jungle. So, and sometimes stories cover both. It feels like this story does cover a bit of both. She has to maneuver between the people that she lives with, the jungle that she lives with, the animals she lives with, and the people that are technically her original people, but, you know, they're also oftentimes the villains. So it's usually one or the other, and sometimes both, where she has to protect the white man as he enters the jungle, or she has to protect the jungle from the white man, and choose which one she is more loyal to, the one that she was raised around and with, or the one that she came from originally. It's just a trope I've always noticed. I don't know why that's a thing that always is. It's interesting, I guess, but I rarely ever see any other take. Like, I'm sure you could come up with another take. There could be something else. She could be villains with both, or comrades of both is what you'll sometimes see, but you almost never see like she's at odds with both and walks the line between. It's usually she has to help one or the other and betray one or the other. So, as beautiful as some of these panels are drawn, boy, they would have looked really popping in some better color. Wow, sort of the swashbucklers. They must be reprinting that. That's crazy. I guess Dynamite got the rights to that, because that used to be an old Marvel title. Yeah, this cover for number 3, it's okay. It must be cover G. And cover A was way better. I don't like that cover D. Anyway, well, that's 4 issues. That includes the two variations of cover 1 plus the 0 issue. I've got the rest of the series, or most of the rest of the series, I think, at least up to issue 10. I'll probably try and get through, but I certainly love this palette of coloring so much better than that muted that some of the others is. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Like I said, I don't mean to like bash on their coloring. It's just, it just disappoints me because I see they already show us how much better it could have been than how good it was that they made it. So anyway, I just wanted to wrap on that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I will catch you guys later. You part-timers are the best. Remember to enjoy collecting, and I will see you guys later. Bye.